Connecticut is up for sale. We all know they lost. They lost their whole starting five this year. Whole starting five was gone. A few returning faces that was there before, like Tina Charles, but they're for sale. Where do you think they should go? I'm gonna get my prediction for. I think they should go to Boston because they played a few games in Boston. It was a good energy out there, and Boston in every sport has it's like a New York Boston rivalry in every sport but WNBA. Like we got it in NBA, we got it in football, we got it in baseball. Now let's put it in girls basketball, women's basketball now to win that's create more excitement around it when they play each other going forward. That's what I think. Boston.
That's not a bad.
Yeah, which I think.
That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I fuck with that.
I'm not quite sure what was the last team. Now we've had relocations. I'm not quite sure who was the last team to get sold and bought and what that looks like. Now, obviously, I think it's been very clear that Boston's interested. Does the Tribe go highest bidder, or does the Tribe I'm curious about the X's and O's behind the scenes because that's more what's going to be because we know a WNBA team is a hot commodity and we had 7-8 teams who put in an official bid and to put in an official bid you got to be putting up 250 mil off rip. So we got, and that's just like to get in the conversation. It's 250 mil. Then you on top of that in your proposal, you have to show facilities and we can pay and all this other stuff. So upward, you're talking probably about 500 mil off rip. You know what I mean? Just to get in the conversation. We had 7 teams put in an official bid. So once they said they're going to be a lot of people who are willing to buy that team because they know whoever the WNBA chooses in this last expansion, they're not probably adding a team for not quite some time, but it's going to be a minute. So since only one team can get the bid, 7 teams put it in the bid, math in here, you got to find another way to get your team. And this might be by Connecticut your best bet.
One of the ways to get that team, make it 2. Yeah, I like that.
I think all NBA. I think expansion should only be on with another NBA team owner. Where I know they got the money for it. They got the everything for it. They already got the for me.
The revenue.
Let's go with NBA teams first. Boston. Who else on the team?
Or overly populated states.
Milwaukee put in a bid.
It don't have to be
why Milwaukee.
It's a great NBA team over there. Why not?
I mean,
put in a bid.
But
Kansas City put in a bid.
If Giannis leave, money going. Yeah, I heard like Pat Mahomes was trying to get a bid out there.
Here's the thing too. Where women's basketball, I think, is capitalizing is partnering with NWSL. Now, I understand the NBA draw, but when you can prove already that your women's soccer team is supported, you can get fans in the stands, like in Kansas City with the Current, that the ownership group is the same. That is a partnership people are capitalizing on. That you see in Portland. Portland Thorns and the new Portland WA team have the same ownership group, and their facility is at the same place, the whole 9. So I think we could not potentially because we haven't seen it yet, but I wouldn't be crazy to start seeing NWSL and WNBA teams lock up together. Because again, if you can prove one and show, because again, supporting your NBA team doesn't automatically mean they're going to support your WNBA
like the NBA team.
True.
Yeah.
I was thinking from I was thinking from a money standpoint. I already got situated already as far as staff. Well, I could it's easy to point boom 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 but I get what you mean. But as far as I don't care
like you said, Milwaukee.
Yeah, long as
how you know you're gonna get a full packed house in Milwaukee every night?
I'm saying
you want to go to overly populated states, Houston. All cities, Houston.
I'll start anywhere big. Houston had a team. It was lit out there. Yeah. Detroit had a team.
Detroit.
Yeah,
it was lit out there. When they had what's the girl name? Katie Smith, I think her name was. Was her name Katie Smith? They had
Katie Smith.
They had what team? No, she's on the Mystics. What team was bid on? Elena Bid.
Elena Bid.
Was it Washington? I think it was Washington. But
yeah, you just want to go to overly populated states.
Go anywhere where it supports
Miami.
Yeah,
and that's where our rival was.
Yeah, Miami.
That's where our rival was. Look how it was packed like that. Throw one in Miami.
Toronto's next year.
I was going to say.
They're being very strategic. The money. It's all about the money. If the money doesn't look right, you're not getting a team, and which is good because we got bottom of the barrel ownership groups right now where we're pulling teeth and nails trying to get Kathy's not playing no games when it's coming to the expansion teams and money. Portland, Toronto, and Golden State all are talking one thing, and that's green. And I'm not afraid to throw it. And that's going to be off rip. You know what I mean? And obviously, you look at Connecticut. They weren't willing, dragging their feet. We haven't heard nothing about every other team has got with the program. And even if you're lying and say, we're trying to build a facility, like Connecticut, scared money don't make money. And as a result, that next team, because again, if you notice, they said that it was Cleveland that was getting the expansion team. The WBA hasn't came out and confirmed anything.
That's fact too. That's fact too.
Pay attention to that.
That's fact.
The only people who are saying this team is Cleveland, but I haven't heard no announcement. I haven't heard. So which tells me I don't know for sure if your guys are getting the team. You know, I mean, WBA hasn't said anything.
But the money at the problem over there, they got Dan Gilbert, and he's solid.
It's the fan base.
Yeah, Cleveland.
It's known if you go.
They had a team before, so like I don't know how supported they was because I don't remember like the Cleveland Rockets. I wasn't not that old, so I don't know how they was, but yeah, it's a fact though. I heard it from like a report from somewhere, but not the WBA. Like we know about Toronto next year. We know about I think Portland. It was like 2 years. I think it is Portland. Who else coming next year? Toronto. Who else? Toronto and
Portland.
And Portland. Oh, I
Toronto and Portland.
So we know about those two. I think Toronto gonna be lit for sure. Cause like
Toronto's
when I seen them play,
they always show love.
When I seen when they packed out the house, when they played there, I forgot who played there. I think it was like Seattle or something played there. I was like, they might be rocking over there. So everybody give me their like the official place they want to see a team. I said Boston,
Miami,
Kansas City.
Oh,
yeah.
Bias.
Oh,
Bias.
We have
nobody want to go to Kansas City.
No. Everybody want to go to Kansas City now. Everybody want to go to Kansas City now.
No.
I can't even argue with that. Can't even argue with that.
Listen, it makes
sense.
It's
in the Midwest. It's in the middle of everything.
I blame Pat Mahomes. I blame him and his mom for coming out and saying they were MAGA. I said, Lord, you guys are trying to get a team. Like, chill.
Who you got, Mel?
So and this is just shout out to my wife. Like we had a conversation about this a few days ago. So I'm just literally taking her answer and I'm showing love. But I got Miami for a multitude of reasons. So outside of the fact that like Miami, we all know great weather. People always want to go down there. People are happier in Miami. Even when you look at it from the standpoint of like
people retire there, Mel. That's where you're supposed to be when you're on your last legs, man. That's just where you're supposed to be.
Even looking at something like when you look at like the WNBA salaries and obviously these women deserve more, even from the standpoint like Florida has no state income tax, right? So they'll be able to get more bang for their buck. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but with Connecticut there was issues about like them traveling and have to like take a bus to like Boston or a train. Like Miami, they have like two major airports, one in Miami and one in Fort Lauderdale. So it's easy to travel in and out the state. So it just makes everything more convenient. And on top of that, the fact you'll be able to really market that team. I'd be like, yo, I got some tickets to see the Miami Sun. Who don't want to go to Miami? Who wouldn't want to go to Miami to see a game? So I just
Miami Sun sound perfect.
Yeah,
they go
Miami
together.
Sun.
They go together.
Yeah. Because I know it was a team. Miami Soul was a WNBA team. Sandy Brondello played on that team. Miami Soul.
Mascot was the Sun, so I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, Sandy. I know she played overseas. She played in the league too. I thought she was just overseas.
Miami Soul. Sandy Brondello
I thought she was just
there.
overseas. All right.
Yeah, cool. Soul is Sun in Spanish.
Soul is Sun in Spanish. Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
All right.
She played there.
Oh, you teaching her Spanish too?
I just
teaching the Spanish too. Shit.
Miami
That's
Soul.
Google search.
I got Miami.
That'd be fine too. Yeah, Miami flying too.
Location, marketability, salaries.
Based off of what Unrivaled did last year. I mean, this year.
Unrivaled did.
Yeah,
like a partnership with that team.
They got the facility already. They got they got the fan base.
You want the
I'm just talking about the ability. I'm talking about the ability to make a facility. Like you see on Rival Court. Like I feel like they got the fan base. Like
click over Mickey Harrison. Click over Mickey Harrison over there.
It ain't gotta be him.
You got the pockets. I mean, but he for sure got the pockets.
You right?
He for sure got the pockets. Shit, Carmel Cruz. Carmel Cruz, he got the pockets, man. He good over there, man. But yeah, I like all of those. I like all of those. I love all of those. Next we also know it's like I said, season start Friday. So with that comes cuts. Unfortunately, we've seen Deja Kelly get cut, and we've seen like Cheyenne, we've seen a bunch of players that we know belong in the league,
Mm-hmm.
but due to roster size and etc. didn't make the team. So what do y'all think is next for? It could be Cheyenne, Deja, or anybody else you want to touch on. Pause.
I want to start with Cheyenne. Um, like I said, she super talented. I feel like she'll get another opportunity. The only thing that kind of concerned me was, I watched that game when they played Indiana in the preseason, and there was a possession where she got the ball, she was wide open for three. She got the ball, and you can tell on her face she didn't know what to do. You could tell there was hesitation. The last thing that a team, like if I'm a defender, if I'm competing and I see you don't know what to do or you're hesitant, or we on that. You can't have that on the court. I feel like in that game, she kind of showed her indecisiveness. And it's like there's too many limited roster spots for you to kind of like. I'd rather her just take a shot and miss. I'd rather you just make mistakes versus being like, should I do this? Should I? Because once it's obvious,
the confidence,
you never know where you're going to see. You never know where you're going to see the floor again. So I feel like, I feel like she'll get another opportunity. Maybe Connecticut. But I feel like what was shown in that game, I just feel like it's a confidence thing. It's not her fault, you know what I'm saying? Like she's trying to figure things out, but what I saw in that game kind of concerned me. So for Cheyenne, I feel like she could just hopefully get maybe a fresh start, Connecticut, but it may be a little while until she get a call because like what we've seen thus far isn't anything that's like okay, like she can provide that, like she can, but she has to show that, and she didn't in that game against Indiana.
I basically agree with Mel, but instead of like waiting on a call, I think you should just like take a season abroad. Go play against women of your ilk now. Like go overseas. Put on, make a name for yourself. Because if you go over there and because you obviously don't look like you're ready for this talent if you're saying what you're saying. So build your confidence against the women on your level at this point and give a team more tape on you. Show them that you're ready for this level because talent-wise, I think she is, it's just the confidence booster, so go put on, show them that you can play at this level and you're worthy of a roster spot. So yeah, just take a season overseas, also keep your phone lines open, get an agent, whatever the case may be, and, just show them what they're missing. Show a team, because next year, everybody don't have a spot anyway, so you might be able to get a call. So, just take a season overseas and build your confidence up.
Yeah, I don't think she gets it because right now, for the most part, the only time you're going to call right now is injuries and hardship contracts. So based upon, and again, Valks did her a disservice by not letting her play in that first preseason game because I think she would have been a lot more confident. She only had one practice with Atlanta. You're going out there. You're not trying to mess up. You're trying, you know what I mean? And as a result, you play hesitant. That wasn't her game. But that's now the only interpretation people have the body of work to present. So I don't think when you get a hardship call, that means we need you to produce immediately. And what we have saw from, again, unfortunately to her, you're not ready to produce immediately. So I think Sellers goes overseas. I think Deja Kelly could get a call if a point guard goes down. But right now, everybody's getting hardship. You're really getting calls over hardship waivers, which are going to happen because injuries happen. We know that. Injuries happen every single season. Teams start looking vastly different once they start getting bit by the injury bug. So players like Deja, I don't know about Harmony. I think she goes overseas too, but Deja specifically, I think put together enough, work to present somebody would give her a call if their point guard goes down.
I agree.
I like for Deja Kelly, I think a great fit for her would be Phoenix. Because similar like how we mentioned with Washington, like how their guards is like questionable. Phoenix, same thing with Phoenix. Like Celeste Taylor has been there last year, right? And even with her, I just haven't seen much from her to where I can say, okay, when she's on the court, I don't know what's her go-to. And like I know that they mentioned before, like against the Aces, like there's a few of their guards that play well, but you got to have elite guard play in order to be a contender in this league. And even though Kalia Copper is great, Alyssa Thomas, Satu Sabla, I feel like Deja Kelly could really fit that system really well. You have a guard that has the ability to make shots. She's a good defender. She's going to play hard. And I feel like having somebody like AT as your leader is really going to also motivate her as well. So I think Deja Kelly and Phoenix would be a really good look because I think that elevates them into potentially just being a playoff team as well.
Yeah, and, as far I agree with y'all as far as Cheyenne Sutters about her last game with Atlanta and all that. Even with Deja Kelly, coming out of college, I did have some questions about her. I was like, I don't know if she gets drafted, but she was a big name. Like she had a big brand. She was a big name. She went undrafted. Surprised to everybody, even to her. But she got a call from the Aces, and I think she will definitely be back. Either
Absolutely,
matter of a hardship contract or his next season, whatever it is, because like she showed that she fit. Like she went to the Aces. She didn't go to no mediocre team.
Yeah.
Like she went to like back to back champions. Like that's not easy to play with. You play with Asians, yeah. It's not easy to play with them and look good playing it, even though it's preseason. But she looked good playing.
Look competent. Look like she
yeah, like you belong here. So she ran up into a fortunate situation where like people got like contracts that's guaranteed. So it's like we can't really use you over here, but I want you here, but my hands tied.
Yeah.
I can't really put you over there. So like for her. I was watching like an old Cavs game. Well, it was Game 7 when LeBron was like, he was like, instead of asking God why me, I'm gonna just say this was the road that He put me on for a reason. So like, it's like even though, so don't ask, okay, why me? Why did I get cut? Take it. Whatever you learn from Greg, Chelsea, Jackie, AJ during that time, take it with you. Go maybe overseas for a year. Fine tune whatever you gotta fine tune. Come back next year when everybody free agent, and you'll be somewhere. You'll be somewhere. Like I think she'll be somewhere for sure next year. Like her, shit. Even I like Harmony. I think same thing with her. Go over somewhere next year. Come back. A few of them, not all of them, but a few of them. Like a few of them could like go somewhere, come back and fine tune their game, and like just come back stronger, and then I think they'll be fine. Like, I think she'll for sure be fine. I don't want her. One thing about her, because like I don't want her. I know everybody knows she has like a degree in broadcasting. I don't want her to jump into that now and lose the love and all that for basketball.
That love of the game.
Yeah, like
love of the game.
Like basketball is where you belong at. Broadcasting, that's Plan B. We're gonna do Plan A first until we can't do it no more. Then we'll hop into Plan B. So I hope she Deja, if you watching this, I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna tag you like 10 times. I'm gonna send you an inbox note. So
She will be back in the W soon.
Yeah, these good words. Feel me? But yeah, I think she'll be back soon for sure. Like
she got
for sure. Like I said, I have my questions about I was like, I don't know if she belong. My brother, he a big fan of her. I'm like, she cool, but she not a lot. Like she can't shoot, but she got that heart. She got that heart. She got that heart. She got that heart to where like I might not be the best shooter, I might not be the biggest, but I'm gonna come at you. I'm gonna come at you. You're gonna feel me.
She won them that game against Phoenix. The last 3-4 possessions to win them that, and to do it off of an ankle, like she really crossed Shorty up, kind of like what Michael Jordan did to Russell in that game 6 in Utah. That kind of reminded me of that a little bit. So the fact that she was able to consistently make shots down the stretch, there's pros and vets
that's not ready to do that. Yeah, that's not doing
in that moment. So Deja Kelly is something special, and she'll be back pretty soon.
Like you said, she could have been. Like I said, playing with AJ and them, she could have been like how Cheyenne was in that game in Atlanta, like on some like.
I don't know what to do. Here you go. Like, nah, this mine. I'm gonna live with whatever.
Let me get to it. Let me get to it. Yeah. Let me get to it. But like I said, I think she'll be back next year. Will be a big year as far as expansion wise. And we got 2 new teams, and then I think we got a team coming after that. So I think she'll be back.
It's gonna be about 30, 40 roster spots. She definitely deserving the one. Definitely deserving the one.
Hopefully in that CBA they add at least 3 more spots to each team, 15 players, and she'll be Gucci,
Right.
So we got for the day. Great
Tonight.
episode.
Talk about tonight.
Tonight. Great episode, Justice. Like we tell everybody, we tell everybody to come up here and give. It's a good episode. It's good conversation. You know what you're talking about. Now you fam now. You got fam in New York now. So now you stuck with us. It's love. Like I said, anytime you want to come up here, you want to talk about anything, you can hit me up. I bet let's do it. We got you. Pull up and we'll make it happen.
Love
Thanks.
the energy.
Loved
Yeah.
it. Loved the energy.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Thanks for coming
Appreciate
up
it.
there.
You do know what you're talking about. You do
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
And I love that you said that Liberty slander shit, but you know,
Nah, we ain't mind that.
I'll fuck with it.
That
I'll
goes
fuck
through
with it.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
We might have to put that on the
Yeah.
end. We have to get people talking about that.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
But
yeah.
I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
you wildin',
but
yeah.
I still got some.
Yeah, you wildin',
Yeah.
you wildin'. But that's that. Hit that bell, like, subscribe, and
Yes,
share.
sir.
Season
Yes, sir.
starts in 2 days. Well, this comes out tomorrow, but whatever.
Tomorrow.
2 days.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, whatever. Our season starts on Saturday when we get the rings, but the season starts tomorrow.
guy,
Tomorrow.
This guy, yeah.
Yo, look out. We got a commercial coming out too tomorrow. Yeah. What's your
Thank
TikTok, Justice? My fault.
Oh, my TikTok is Justice's Verdicts. JUSTICEVERDICTS. Yeah, that's how you spell verdicts.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
also my handle on X and on Instagram.
Oh, you be on X?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I'm really active on X actually. That's probably
Yeah,
like
me too.
Yeah.
that's my favorite
Wow.
platform. Like
I agree.
if you're talking like
Interesting.
real time commentary,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
agree.
Yeah.
real life interactions and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on X. I'm probably honestly my TikTok does well, but I do well on X too in terms of engagement.
That's great.
Consistently though. So
Mhm.
I realized that on accident. I tweeted something and it blew up. Got on the wrong side of TikTok.
Right.
So I think you might have. You don't got a big platform, but big enough.
And big enough that you can't
Gonna
say
keep
it.
getting
You can't
bigger.
say
Can't
it.
just
Gonna
keep
You
keep
can't
getting
jump
bigger.
out the window.
You a Sky fan?
For my life.
You a Sky?
What?
Being from Chicago, you a Sky fan?
Am I a Chicago Sky fan? I'm not really. I root for the Seattle Storm. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do.
I can
root
tell.
for
Yeah,
the
you go off of Seattle. Okay.
But I do. But I like Chicago. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
enjoy Chicago.
It's lovely.
How you feel about I asked this question because like I told like I forgot who I told this to, but I'm like yo, like last year was kind of toxic, right? So like this year I'm not standing on, I'm not letting no slander, because like, it's been a lot of slander. When I post something about, like, let's say I posted the other day, it was a picture with like Brandon Stewart, AJ Wilson, and Andrew Reese. People, fake accounts talking about where the faith, fuck out of here, like it be going crazy. I'm like yo. First of all, this ain't the page for that. You like everybody here, we respect everybody equally. We ain't doing none of that. This over this person disrespect. So like I'm standing on. Even if I'm by myself, I'm standing on all. Ain't none of that slander. Ain't none of that over here. None here when it comes with these women. So you better come respectful. Because if not, I'm gonna have to holler at you, man. But a lot of these fake pages, it'd be a bunch of fake pages and shit, man. Just trying to like be funny and shit. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, man.
You know what's really funny? I don't get trolls on my TikTok.
You lucky.
That's love.
But it's because I've established from jump, like,
You're not
I
playing.
got time. You know what I'm saying? So like when we go live,
I got
it'll be like
time.
250. We'll have like 250 people on live for about 3-4 hours, honestly, consistently. And if you go live consistently, you start getting an audience. Like people are
Yeah.
returning, so you get to know people, and everyone knows. Like we'll fry trolls up immediately. Like as soon as you start on some weird stuff, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna address it. We're going to make fun of you. We're gonna tell everybody to throw cans in the chat, throw tomatoes at it, and then we're gonna
Those
block.
potatoes
But,
out
like,
of the plate.
but like
Yeah.
I make sure to establish like this is not a safe space for that. And if that's what you're going for, if you think you're funny, I'm hilarious, and I have nothing but time.
I feel the same
So,
way.
like,
Fact. I love that.
because here's the thing, like again, I can give kudos to everyone. I have no problem. I had someone come in and was like, "You hate Caitlin Clark." I'm like, "Bro, you can scroll through my videos. I don't like that lady. Like, no, I don't hate. I hate you. Like, I don't hate Caitlin Clark. I hate
They
you.
want you to post
Yeah.
them
Let's
out
just
all
keep it
day,
above.
like, bro, no, this, like, shit, only
It's on the players and the Ws.
WNBA player here, like, no, I'm not posting
It's
out
incredible.
all day, like, no, like,
I just make people feel stupid because I'm just like, you literally woke up and then got on the internet before you wiped your ass to come in this random live to glaze Caitlin Clark unsolicited. That's weird behavior.
And she'll
I don't
never
think
see
you
this.
have people in your life to tell you that's weird behavior.
So
So
I'll
let me
do
be
it.
the first.
Yeah, I'll
That's
be
weird.
doing
You need to go to a doctor. That's
very,
weird.
very, very, and like that, y'all, we out of here.